Thank you. Welcome back. 15 minutes past the hour. Let's see here. Jan in Greeley, Colorado, watching Free Speech TV. Hey, Jan, what's on your mind today?
Hi, I got vegetarianism on my mind.
Okay.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I was born a vegetarian. My parents were significantly before their time because I was born in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And my father was actually Mensa material, and he was very, very Christian. And I laugh when I hear people say, oh, this is a Christian nation, because as you and I know, it was not.
Right.
Meant to be
And we weren't founded on the idea of religious liberty. We were actually founded by the British East India Company. Jamestown was their first. It was the first European colony in the United States, and it was for economic purposes.
Yeah.
The Pilgrims came later, and they weren't fleeing persecution. They got kicked out of England because they were the persecutors. They banned dancing and singing. They made going to church mandatory. The whole Cromwell thing. And when England finally said, to hell with that, we want our king back, and we'd like a little more secular state, these religious fanatics got on a boat and went to Massachusetts. So anyway, back to you, Jan.
Yeah, so they were looking for some freedom. At any rate, so people who are Christian scholars should know that the good Lord did not actually give them animals to eat until after Noah's flood. My dad was in touch with very serious biblical scholars.
Yeah.
And they were not.
Oh, the Jehovah's Witnesses are all over that stuff.
There you go.
And they've got Loma Linda Medical Center is one of the best in the world, and it's vegetarian. The hospital, the research facilities.
Absolutely.
We used to. It's been a long time since Louise and I have eaten, phony meat. They used to get the chicken and the turkey and the, whatnot from Loma Linda, hot dogs and things. We pretty much stopped doing all that, and we did some of it when our kids were growing up, so that they didn't feel so odd because we raised all our kids vegetarian. But there's.
Yeah. My mom and dad went to Loma Linda University, and in fact, that's where they met.
Oh, is that why you were raised vegetarian? Because they were Seventh-day Adventists?
That's halfway why. Yeah, about half of them.
Great.
About half of the SDAs are vegetarian. About half of them are not, but they do eat the so-called clean meats. But my mom and dad did not eat any meat at all, and that includes they don't think that fish and chicken are vegetables either.
Right.
But my mom raised all of their chickens, so they knew exactly what they ate, and so she had her clean eggs to eat. They got milk from a neighbor who the neighbor had their cows checked every year to make sure they were clean and didn't have diseases in them. So they were not vegan. But I wrestle with becoming vegan now. I do feel like I ought to do that because now, I believe very strongly in animal rights, and animals on factory farms, they're not treated well. They're not raised humanely and treated humanely. So that gallon of milk that I buy, even if I go to these pricey stores, I have no faith that those animals are treated well.
Yeah.
And I know that after their milk is sold, that they're going to
get eaten. Yeah. Yeah, Jan, thank you for the call. Good points all. We'll be right back.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.